Have you ever felt like your tarot cards are holding a deeper message for you, but you're just not quite getting it? You pull a card and then you look up what it means, but it just does not answer your question. Well, the truth is, my friend, you are probably missing a magical ingredient, and that is intuition. Because in the realm of tarot, intuition is like the guiding North Star. It is illuminating the path that leads to profound insights and revelations. And it's the language of the soul, the unspoken connection between you and the tarot cards that really transcend those traditional meanings. And without it, your readings are boring and robotic. But with it, your readings truly come alive and then you receive all the answers that you need. So, how do you unlock the incredible power of your intuition in your tarot readings? Well, in this video, I'm going to be showing you my 8 favorite techniques to tune into your intuition and bridge the gap between your tarot cards and your inner knowing. And I promise you that once you begin to strengthen this connection, your whole life will start to transform. No joke. So grab your notebook and pen and let's dive right in. Now, when I first started to read tarot, I thought that all I needed to do was just memorize the 78 tarot card meanings, learn some spreads, and I'd have all the answers that I needed. But it turns out that I was wrong, because even when I did finally memorize all the card meanings, when it came to doing a reading, it just felt flat. It felt boring. It felt robotic, and like a computer could have done it a lot better. And worse, I just was not getting the answers I needed because the card meaning didn't match my question. So it was back to the drawing board from there. Now, for the next few months, instead of rote learning the tarot cards, I actually switched gears and I focused on developing my intuition. And I practiced things like meditation. I spent time in nature. I created a sacred space for my readings, and I reminded myself that I am an intuitive being and I could trust my inner voice. And you want to know what happened? I connected with my tarot cards on a whole new level. Not only did I know what the card meant, but I felt what the card meant. And better still, I felt what the card meant for me. So, not just some generic reading or tarot card meaning I could find in a book. And that is the power of connecting with your intuition when you're reading the cards. Because here's the thing, although you need to learn the traditional meanings of the 78 cards, tarot card reading is essentially an intuitive process. And that means that the more you activate your intuition, the easier your readings will flow, the more insightful it will be, and the clearer your answers will be. And do you want to know the best news? You do not have to be gifted to be intuitive, because everyone is intuitive, including you. It's just a matter of learning how to tune in. And so working with a tool like tarot can actually help you become more intuitive. And in this kind of fortuitous circle, being more intuitive then helps you tune into the messages and the guidance of the cards more effectively. It is a win-win. So does this make sense to you so far? I hope it does. Now, how do you become a clear channel for your intuitive insight to really start to flow? Well, I've put together 8 of my favorite tips to help you develop your intuition. So let's go. Now, number 1 is practice meditation. You need to get into the practice of silencing your mind because that allows your intuition to really come through. Now, let's get real. You will not have a massive revelation every time you meditate, although that would be kind of cool. However, you will train your mind to become silent so that you can hear the voice of your intuition. And remember to stay really present and mindful during a reading to help you stay really connected to your inner wisdom. All right, number 2, create a sacred space for your tarot readings. So to do this, first practice a relaxation technique like deep breathing or meditation to calm your mind and ground your energy. And this is important because being in a relaxed state will help you to tap into your intuitive senses. Then you can light a candle, say a prayer, call in your guides, do whatever you need to do to infuse a sacredness to your practice. And you'll find that the more that you go through this practice, the clearer your intuitive channel will become. Now, tip number 3 is to set an intention before your readings. Ask your higher self to show you what you need to know from this reading, and then write down your question for the cards, because focusing your intention will help to channel your intuition towards a more specific purpose. Now, following on from this, tip number 4 is use open-ended questions. Because just asking questions that have a yes or no answer does not allow the cards to do their thing. It means that you end up kind of channeled into just getting a yes or no, not being fully empowered. So instead of asking these yes or no questions, use open-ended questions that encourage deeper exploration. because this will allow your intuition to provide you more nuanced insights in your reading. Now, the fifth technique is to connect with the cards. And this really is such a beautiful thing to do. So, all you need to do is pick up your cards, then take some time to look at the images on them and let your imagination wander. And I want you to pay attention to any emotions, first impressions, or even thoughts that arise as you look at these images. Just try being curious and open-minded. What do you notice? What are you reminded of? And what is the story in this card? Because every time that you do this, your impressions and your intuition are just going to grow stronger and stronger. Now, tip number 6 is very simple, but very important, and you need to trust your first impressions. So remember, your initial reactions to the cards are often the most intuitive. So don't dismiss any of those thoughts or feelings that come up straight away, even if they seem a little bit unrelated or unusual. And, sometimes your intuitive hits might actually be different to the traditional meanings that you'll find in a book. That is okay. Go with the flow, because you need to allow both intuitive and traditional meanings to play a role in your readings. That's what makes them accurate and uniquely yours. Now, the 7th way to connect with your intuition is through journaling. I invite you to keep a tarot journal where you can record all of your intuitive insights, your thoughts, and your emotions during your readings. And remember to allow your mind just to wander as you interpret the cards, what words, what images, what ideas come to mind as you look at each card, and then just start writing them down. Don't censor yourself. Just let those thoughts flow really freely as you channel those messages. And this is also really important because over time, it can help you track your progress and also deepen your connection to your intuition. Now, finally, the tip number 8 is practice regularly. You see, connecting with your intuition through tarot is a skill. And like any skill, it does require practice. So the more that you work with the cards, the more attuned you'll become to your intuitive guidance. So there you have it, my friends. Those are 8 ways that you can connect with your intuition when reading the tarot cards. So which one are you going to try next? Let me know in the comments below. And if this lights you up, and you want to learn more about how to read the tarot cards intuitively, then I've got something really special for you. It is my free training on how to read the cards intuitively. So take the next step on your tarot journey by clicking below and get instant access to this awesome training. All right, thank you and bye for now. Hey, if you loved this video, then make sure you check out this next video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you next time.